Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Sacked.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's James. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's get rid.
Now Wentz. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tyler Lockett. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Bengals 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Rolling to his right. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And a Bengal first down.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
At the 41.
We're at the 41, second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Burrow on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and...
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd, finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons, with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
T. Higgins was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
A 27-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 57. Mike, 57.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll look to throw again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready? We love to be dreaming. 57 to Mike. 57.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Eagles 14.
So they'll get another shot off. It's following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards. First down.
Now Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Wentz going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 26.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
There's the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Wentz. That's to Fulgham, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield.
And a huge chunk play to regain that lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
And 2 at the Eagles 40.
Burrow looking to pass. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. It's a second down run with Sanders. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back of the back 7, phenomenal.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Bengals.
His throw incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third down, Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Seibert able to knock this one through. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Nice catch there by A.J. Green, and at the beginning of his career, a perennial Pro Bowl receiver. Been dinged up a little bit the last 2 years, but now he gets a fresh start. Without his friend and quarterback, Andy Dalton, his leadership will be key.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
It's a gain of 3. And the Bengals first down.
Burrow will throw. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring, because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll be out right at the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know.
And look at this. It's a fake. And a gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49.
Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense just added 2 more onto their lead, and now they'll see what they can do here offensively as they get it back following the free kick. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On the return, it's James. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Carson Wentz.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now 3rd down.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Play action. Now Wentz. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Sanders, a first down, still going. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
57 to Mike. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Wentz to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down, Bengals.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The quick slant caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Power up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Mixon. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Wentz to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And Bengals are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.